but that comes from
Yep.
somewhere.
I'm gonna
That
say
Make
like
sure
comes
my
from
man
his
somewhere.
good. Like,
husband,
He,
yes.
yeah.
his
Let
He's
me
kids.
like,
tell
I
you.
got a new
Let,
man,
Yeah,
yeah,
and he
let
got
me
our
tell you.
kind of
kids,
like
That
and
comes.
you ain't
build
gonna disrupt
a
our life
That's
because
her
I
baby. She
feel
ain't
like
finna fuck
if
up
it
my
was
life with
you,
her baby.
then
He
I'm
wants
gonna lose my man.
No,
Cause
no,
then, what's the
that
next
comes.
rumor? The next rumors were, oh, my man don't want me on this. What's the name? Ain't no
I'm
goddamn man tell
right.
me nothing about my grandkids and my daughter. I'd be like,
Your
what?
I'm
kids.
not making excuses for her, but I'm saying that disconnection comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand what you're saying. Cause look, I remember my mom telling me like,
Well, she need to
you
go to mother.
ruining all of our lives made me feel like because I wasn't docile like my sister, because I wasn't willing to shut the fuck up like my sister, like I was the plague of the family. When
Mm,
actuality, I was the fucking hero. So
right.
I understand when you say that about her, I feel where you're coming from. Because
Mm.
Selena reminds me a lot of my mom.
And she
My
reminds
mom's
me of
whole
my
thing
mom.
was, you're ruining my marriage. It was
And she
never
reminds.
that your man is actually a fucking creep and I'm a 6-year old child who needs you. It
And
was,
Right.
she,
you are ruining my fucking household. Oh look, bitch, you ruined everything. You ruined my household. You ruined my marriage. Now my husband's dead. He probably would never been dead if he wasn't locked up. He's locked up because of you. It's all your fault. Cause the bitch is sick. I know that I was not. I know I ain't fucked no man at 6.
let me
Right.
You know.
let me
But if
tell you,
I didn't
I
have the knowledge
identify.
yourself, who's to say what kind of mother or woman that I would be if I would
You
have
see
never
these kids
genuinely healed?
moving,
I I,
like
I
not
identify it.
like ain't no mother gonna say that to their child, but it's people like you that
My
actually
mom
do that
has.
shit.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
New York and lots of places, a mama will
You'd be
say,
shocked how common it is.
I'm gonna tell you, I identify it because she does remind me of my mother too. And my mom was disconnected. She did the best that she could, but she was disconnected. She was not nurturing.
Yeah.
She,
Never a hug. Never an I love you. Never
yeah,
none of that.
my mom's nowhere near on that level as her, but there
right,
were things that she could have did differently. And I know the abuse that my mother had went through. My mother went through severe abuse, and after I heard all the stuff that my grandfather did to them, and he shot at one of them, and my mom thought she was a daddy's girl. And I'm like, how do you think you was a daddy's girl when he beat you? And she took that into how she raised us. She resented her mother because her mother allowed the abuse, and
right,
she thought she was a daddy's girl because he seemed like he had control. So
right,
she took that shit and she placed it on her kids. Like her sons could do no wrongs, but her daughters was always the ones that was held to this higher standard. So I get it, but this dysfunction, it goes through generation through generation.
right.
My
Yep.
mother hasn't been diagnosed as anything, but my daddy was severely abusive.
Mm,
And when I saw Selena talking to her husband, it reminded me of how my mother was. It was so fucking confusing as a child where you say, do as I say, not as I do. And you got this man treating us like shit. And you like respect him because he's your father. I actually fought with my dad a few times.
right.
But
Yeah.
that was at a young age, I'm like, this shit don't feel right. It don't seem right, but you was
It
convincing
ain't
me.
right. You know
But
it
this
ain't
is
right.
right.
my dad is the type where it was like, it's like no affection. Like I'm my dad's only child, so I feel like a child when I'm 50 damn years old. But when my dad come around, it's like, yeah, you get that weapon, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that child again.
Mm,
And
Get out.
feel
How
like
the fuck is people
correct,
adding themselves to my shit?
I
yeah.
have to correct him. Like I done had to correct him like so many times, and like it's like I know you wanted a boy,
Mm,
Mm.
because all the stuff that we used to do, like I know how to put change tires, put cut grass, have
Right. Put some
grass
brakes on your joint.
farming.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
putting water beds together and all this boy stuff. I
Right.
lifted weights in school. I ran track in school, and it was just like, I'm doing all this bullshit. You know, he used to have my hair braided
You
up
was
to
the son. You was the son he
12,
always wanted.
and
The son he always
I'm just
wanted.
like, I'm, and he's a country man. So like when me and my kids, because my youngest biological son, um, we came back from New York to go to college. Well, I stayed there. My apartment is still there in the Bronx, and we came back. I moved back permanently in 2016 because I was going back and forth. But I was going back and forth because my youngest son went to college.
She's leaving.
Yeah.
Bye.
And
Thank
bye
you.
bye. Have a good one.
Thank you, Josie. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your
See you
stories.
later, beautiful Jim.
Welcome. Love you.
I
Good
really
morning.
enjoyed you. Enjoyed your
Good
vibes. Have a
night.
blessed one, mama.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye.
babe.
Good night.
And he came back, and like my youngest son grew up in New York, so he don't know nothing about cutting no damn grass.
Right.
I'm like, he goes to college, and my dad's like, I was like, I can pay somebody to cut the grass because we like own 5 houses in the area, and I'm like, I can pay somebody to cut the grass, like it's not a big deal. I'll get out and cut the grass myself. Whoa, them boys
Right.
cut the grass. Jamal just as lazy as hell, and I'm like, No, um, he couldn't cut the damn sidewalk in New York. Okay.
Facts. They're not experiencing that. We come from a concrete jungle. We don't have grass. So yeah, I get that.
And he was just
The
so
only
confused.
time I seen grass was when I went to Willingboro to visit my grandmother.
Yeah,
So
he was
yeah.
so confused that he didn't know how to drive or had, that he was a teenager. He was, what I'm saying, 18, and he didn't have the drive to want to drive. And that was the thing. Okay,
He looked like he was lost.
okay.
I'm lost.
And they had
I'm
he
trying to
didn't
find some tips.
drive, and it took him a while. It took him a while to like get his license. Like my drive was at 14. Like I want to drive a damn car.
Right. And
You
I'm
know,
on it
I'm
as
in
soon
the
as I
south.
can.
It's a lot of
Right.
open roads, but like I couldn't trust I would leave my car here at the house because when I came down south, I needed a car. But up there, I can hop on the train. I can go outside and flag a cab. You know,
Right.
get
Look
right
how
on.
long you sleep.
It's easy.
Yeah.
But he didn't grow up
Kulu.
with me. Like this is crazy.
Kulu sleep.
Yeah, he sleep. He not.
Good hello, bad hello.
No, that's funny because look, y'all, I will never forget, right? So the first time I ever got shot, right?
The
This was
first time
during
you
the
got
time of
shot,
my
what did you
uncle
have
was
in your
like,
face?
my uncle was telling me, like,
You
look,
said the
you got
first
all
time.
the love, you got all the love you need here. You need to stop chasing your mom, leave her alone, leave her alone. But me, not want to be receptive of the love that I had here, I'm like, I want to go chase my mom.
Yeah.
So I sneak out, I'm out, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Long story short, is I got shot, right? So I'm a child. So I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all can see. Okay, wait. You see this scar right here?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, it's another one on this side. Y'all see that right there?
I went through it. It went through.
So
Right.
no, it didn't go through, but it shattered my femur. So they had to go in and get it out. But I'll never forget. My mom was like, "Man, get the fuck up." So I thought I was dead. Mind you, I'm a kid. I got shot.
Mm,
I'm like,
mm,
I'm dead. I'm thinking
mm,
I'm dead. I'm scared to fuck. She like,
Mm.
get the fuck up. It's a flesh wound, bitch. Get the
Mm.
fuck up. And I
wow.
remember at that moment, I was just like, everything my uncles told me,
Mm.
everything my aunts, everyone that was fighting so hard to show me they love me, whom I was disrespecting, not being receptive. You understand? Like all of them, everything flashed before my eyes. Like, all right,
And
kid,
that reminds me, my mom.
love your mother, but don't disrespect the motherfuckers that's giving it to you for her.
Because
Right.
you don't even. you feel you when your parents don't love you, or you feel like you're not getting that love from your parents and other people give it to you, it feel like charity case type.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
didn't
right. I was
Like,
have
so
wait,
my mother,
uncomfortable.
like I had to learn how to love. When I had
Jabel,
my
Yeah.
mother,
My
I
daddy
learned
love.
how,
I
like,
don't feel my daddy
nobody
love
hugged me,
me.
nobody
And
kissed me. I had to teach myself to do it with my own kids. Because my father was like that. Anytime I cried, my mother was never around. My father, anytime I cried, my father would be like, "What the fuck is you doing? What the fuck is you crying for? Like,
Right. Fuck wrong with you.
somewhere in life?"
Jabel,
Yes, that was my mom.
Jabel.
Like,
So did you
get the
feel
fuck
like
up. It's a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Jabella?
I'm
So
literally a teenager. I've never been shot. I've never even seen nobody get shot. I'm like,
Jabella,
what the fuck?
so
This shit
Uh-huh.
burn. I don't know. I think I'm
when
dead.
you
Y'all thought I was dead. I was like, oh my god. She was like, get the fuck, bitch, get the fuck up. It's a flesh wound. I'm
when you
like,
say
what? I don't
charity,
even know what a flesh wound is. I'm like 13. I'm scared to death. Just
Jabella,
snuck
so
out the
when you
house door,
say
hang out with my
charity,
fucking mother.
when you say charity, do you think like so you felt like people felt sorry for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
My
I felt the
mom,
same.
my
I felt
mom
niggas
did.
wanted to be nosy and
Like it wasn't real love, right?
yeah, like
It
just
was
to
like
say they
pity.
The one thing I'm gonna say this too. My mom did foster care most of my life, and she had foster kids come in and out. And we was the kids in the house, and I'm the oldest. And since I'm the oldest, I was like the junior mom of the house. So she had foster kids coming in, and they come in. I love them too because they here. But I never got a lot of them where I would try so hard to explain to them, like, you got to watch people actions. You can't just watch what people say, because it seemed like a lot of kids came in from foster care. Somebody could sell them a dream and they'll believe that shit, but the
mm,
person actually doing the work, they never got it. So I'm like, these
mhm.
people that you
Right.
these people that you say care for you and do all this shit, but I'm actually trying to put in the work. And my mom would keep foster kids. Like, it would be crazy. Like, they would destroy
Right.
the home. My mom would never send a foster kid back. They would have to run away.
And let me tell you something, you're right. Like I'm firsthand, I could tell you that because I was a terrible foster child. And
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of people have experience where they were put into bad households, but I personally wasn't put into there wasn't a household I was put into where it was like, you understand, where they was like fucking on me or abusing me. Like
Yeah.
I really had good people, but I was just the reason why I didn't stay in them households because I wasn't receptive. I was just completely disrespectful. Just the thought of them even trying to love me was
Yeah.
disrespectful in itself. That's mental illness. That's
Yeah.
See,
lack of
you
guidance.
know what?
That's
You
young,
know what
dumb, and
I did
ignorance.
with difficult? Because they always gave me like the most difficult like children. But that's what I
Yeah.
worked with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I worked with, and that was fine for me because I work with exceptional kids.
Right.
And what happened was I said this not working. This is not working this way. And you know what? Most foster moms make the mistake doing. They make the mistake of trying to replace the mother when
Mm.
there's no way that that's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
I did
Josie, say that again.
with mine, what I did with mine is I invited the mom to things. I invited the mom to speak at, and you know what I'm saying, engagements and stuff that I had. And I
Right.
treated the mom like I am not trying to take your place. I'm trying to keep you in your child's life.
Right.
Because a
Right.
lot of foster moms, for the money, they used to snake the moms. And sometimes, like, the moms would have problems and stuff like that. And sometimes, like, they would be sick and their child would have to go into care because they didn't have anybody. And they would
Yep.
snake them. And that's not how it's done. Because I
Yep.
grew I grew up with loving, like my mother's side and my father's side are loving side. So
Yeah.
it's like, no, we're not just gonna embrace your child and then turn your child against you and say all different kinds of stuff
Right.
to your child or whatever about you. No, we're going to help you with your problem and try to turn
Right.
this thing all the way around. Now,
Because if
I
the mother's around, how can they formulate their own opinion?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, like even when my foster parents, I remember them like if my mom said she was coming and she didn't come, they wouldn't tell me like, "Oh, your mom ain't come because she not shit." You know,
Right.
so they would just be like, "Oh, it's okay, maybe next time." So now I'm flipping out on you. Now I'm
Yeah.
mad at you. I'm not understanding
know
that it's my mom that didn't come and it's on her. I'm mad at you because you the
see,
one
I
loving me up
would
and
have
trying to care for
never
me. But
said
look,
that to you.
when
I
my
would have
uncle
never said that to
when my
you.
uncle finally gained custody of me, you know, this motherfucker one day sat me down. It was a birthday. My mom said she was gonna throw me a party. I've never ever had a birthday party as a child, not ever
Me
once in my
either.
whole life.
Me either.
But it was this one time she was supposed to come throw me a party. She never came. And my uncle said to me, he said, "Look, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Your mother didn't come because she didn't want to come. She ain't got her shit together. She need to get her shit together." And he just like I never heard anybody keep it real. He said, "Your
Yep.
mother loves you, but she just got
Hmm.
something else she can't overcome."
Yeah.
And that was when I
That
started to build on
must have been
myself
explained to you
because
all
I
this
didn't know the
time.
truth about my mom before then.
Not
Everybody was trying to
better
love
luck
me up
next time.
without telling me the truth.
That's like you not.
Right.
I couldn't stop hearing about mine. Like my
Yeah.
family petty. Like I would, they wouldn't even whisper. Like they would be like, "Oh my God, yeah, she out there. Yeah, I seen her running the streets and high as hell."
Oh,
They would just say whatever.
but how did
And
that
you
make you
know
feel
what?
as a
And you know
child?
what? That
They would say
that
whatever to
might have
me.
went on like in the olden days or whatever, but I was with like the number one foster agency in New York. And let
Mm.
me tell you something. When I was with the black agency or whatever, it was just like so hood and stuff. And I was like, it's no wonder that these kids are having damn problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they was even making excuses for the mom, and I'm like, no, you're not helping them. You're hurting them.
Right. Yo, they used to tell me my mom had a car accident when she
What?
didn't, all type of shit.
You're
So
not
I would
supposed
be
to
upset with
lie to
myself
children like
and
that.
I would be feeling like if it wasn't my birthday, she would have never crashed. When
Right.
actually she never even crashed in the
That's
first place.
right.
So y'all think y'all helping me, but you're
Yeah.
causing me anxiety. It was
Right.
my
Mhm.
uncle, my
Right.
biological uncle, and it took him a long time to get
Mm.
Yeah.
custody of me. But when he
I'm gonna
did,
tell you plain and
he
simple.
kept it so real with me.
Mother is
He
not
loved me.
well.
He made me afraid to disappoint him. And I
Yeah.
moved and
Yeah.
I just behaved in a way because I had a man that I really looked up to. Like
Right.
I had a man that gave me guidance and I always imagined I don't know what my life would be if it wasn't for my uncle. If he didn't fight for me because they
Right.
turned him down twice and he
I
fought
should.
for me. He fought and he
Mhm.
fought for me. And
But they don't
finally,
like to give them to men.
Yeah, and because I
right,
was in
the
foster care,
third time he ended
never
up
had
he gained custody of me and
custody of
everything
me.
been good
I,
since.
me and my, if it wasn't for my grandmother, me and my brothers would have been in foster care, but my grandma would never allow that. And but it was my family that was, verbally
Hello, guys.
abusive to
I
me and
also
my siblings because we didn't have a mother or father to protect us. Like I said, my father would come around here and there, but he was like,
yeah.
my father was sweet, but he also had a very mean
My
heart.
father is a gay man, so
Like my
you could
father was
imagine how that felt as
so
a child.
hot and cold. So like he was sweet to me, but like I said, if I showed any type of emotion, um, he would
It was a
always like,
problem.
yeah, he was in the military, so he would always like put me in check real quick. So I learned very early at a very early age to hide all my emotions.
Hold on,
Yeah, I
Jabella.
found out
Hold
at a
on,
young
Jabella.
age. My dad was
Who's the
married to a
all smoke
man.
guy that's on here? Who's the all
This is
smoke?
a female. It's not a
Hey,
guy.
all
Oh,
smoke.
I'm
How are
I
sorry.
you?
just saw her cover photo and realized that's the same bitch who was talking about my kids.
Talking
What
about
you
who?
get? Shit.
Wait, what? That big bitch on her cover photo.
Wait a minute. Did you say your kids? Because that's the same beef I had with her. She was talking about my children. On
Yeah.
the anniversary of my baby's death, she just so
She
happened to
talked
be
about
talking
my
about my
dead. She
baby.
talked about my deceased daughter for a whole year.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Who?
Wow,
you
Master
talking about
Funky
the
Fat
Master
Neck.
P.
That
Oh
bitch.
no.
If the only reason why she not a part of conversation is because Eli don't eat swine. If it wasn't for that, she'd be over there in
Was
Carter
she trying to
Nation.
get? Was she trying to get
She
over?
got upset. Look, this
She
is my
was.
backup page because I'm banned for 24 hours on my founders page. But she got upset with me when I roasted the hell out of her because you know I'm a founder of a roasting family. She couldn't take a roast, so she went to saying that my husband molested my kids and
Mm,
my grandfather molested my kids and all type of nasty shit that she started spreading.
that
Like
is deep.
I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck? Like, where's your mind, bitch?
Wow. That is terrible.
Then she started trolling on my deceased daughter. I
I
just
believe her
lost
name
last
is Master
February.
Pussy.
Like she a dirty bitch. Like if you
I
can't
believe
take
it too, because listen, I didn't even. The only thing I put in her comments, she was on there talking about world news, and I said, world is the only one that really be breaking news. This girl went off, bitch. Go put your finger under your baby nose and make sure they're still breathing. And it just so happened to be the anniversary that I had lost my 6-year-old daughter.
What the fuck?
damn man.
So it was just like my thing is, it's a small world.
It's
There's
right.
no expiration on disrespect.
Yep.
Right,
And
right,
keep
right.
that same motherfucking energy. That's all I got to say to that bitch.
People be
But
saying,
you know what I'm saying? Don't put too much in that to that because and you either all smoke because y'all ain't gonna never see this child. Y'all
You
you know
never know. It's a small
Right.
world, Josie.
I'm
It's a
saying
small
if it
world,
happens,
Josie.
I'm saying if it happens, it happens, then it's on
Right.
site.
No,
But
you're not gonna see her
Yeah,
because
you right. I ain't gonna go out
I
of my
was
way, but you
I
right,
at the
was
end
Josie.
of
It's
the
ghosting
gonna
on her
day,
happen.
live
this
and I
bitch
heard
ain't
her
worth
say that
it.
she ain't fighting no bitch. That's what she said. So you're not gonna
No,
see her.
no,
Oh
cowards
yeah,
never do that.
she's
They
not
don't,
fighting no bitch because
they
she's
don't
in
do
hiding,
that.
but it's a small world, and you never know when you're gonna run into
But
somebody.
but misery. Always
Whatever.
remember,
I'll be
misery
laughing
loves
so damn hard
company.
at her ass.
But
I'd have
we
been,
have to understand from a point of view that this is a woman that
Wait,
doesn't have kids though. So
right?
And
What was you
but
saying,
I
Josie?
she ain't had no kids. She better hope she don't have none. Talking
she
like
can't
that.
have kids though.
Period.
That's
She ain't gonna
confirmed.
have no kids. Ain't nobody laying that big
She's
fat
unable to
fried
have
turkey
children.
wing to
It's
the
damn,
side.
that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there.
Ain't
right,
nobody laying
but
that
this
bitch
is
to the
That woman
side.
ain't
she's
working.
unable to have children. It was confirmed she's unable to have children.
Okay, well that's why she
Oh,
hates y'all.
But
Y'all
then
fight.
I have a screen
yeah,
recording
that makes it.
from an incident last year to where she had a beef with a girl on Bigo. She's not gonna fight. The video footage shows that the girl busted out her windows of her apartment. Tell me
Well,
why
see,
she
look.
laid there, but she wouldn't get up and go outside and fight the bitch as
Well,
the
that's
bitch.
because some people ain't gonna bust out no window. Some people is just gonna run up and let you get done up. Some people is gonna sit in the cut and wait until you is in arm's reach and run up. Some of
Nah,
us
hell nah.
ain't busting out no windows. Some of
If
us
you
is
walk
not
up to
doing
my
all of that.
motherfucking apartment door and you bust that shit out and you banging
Oh,
on the door like come
please believe.
outside, bitch, then bitch we gonna fight.
And
But
some
she's a
people,
coward.
are gonna
She's a
ignore
coward.
you and let you die on your own
Hmm.
because you one miserable bitch.
yeah, and
Right.
she's got to be
But
miserable.
she's a coward, so I
But
could
you
see her not doing
Yeah.
shit about that. But if she out and about and I run down, she ain't got no choice but to get scraped up.
but
Period.
this is the thing.
Ain't
It's
gonna
Yeah.
be no
okay.
sir.
Like, girl,
Ain't
you
gonna be no windows
You can
busted out.
you could just let some people live in their own misery because
Right, she correct.
who the fuck
Yeah, that's
conjures
right.
up this type of shit unless they miserable as fuck? Like
That's right.
you going
But
from
that was
place
just
to
crazy.
place.
Like, go
You
look, go check under your kid's nose and make sure they still breathing. Like, really, bitch?
that's
Girl,
that's another
like they still breathing.
that's another level that you just let them people sit where they sit. 'Cause
It's like now go in the bathroom and check that cat and
it's
see if
never that
it's fish.
serious. It's never that serious.
Who said that about the cat?
It's me.
Hello, fucking
I'm
pissy
dead
ass.
ass. I'll be like, go there. I'm protecting my kids and they still breathing. Now you go in there in that bathroom and check that cat and make sure it's still fishing. You know what I'm saying?
That
We don't
sour
want you
puss
to fuck
puss.
around and be in your higher self and take a bath one day. You know?
Josie, I need you on speed dial. You
Say
probably could have stopped
no,
me from catching so many charges, yo. If I could
no,
just call Josie first,
no,
like Josie, what to do? What
no,
to
and
do?
stuff, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to get higher. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to get in your damn higher self. You know you wrong, bitch. Stop it.
Yeah.
Facts, you right too.
I
You
Yeah.
can't
right
take
too.
people like that. You know what I'm saying? I have learned, like, if they don't see you hurting, they can't hurt you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Miss
Right.
B
They
showed me
don't
that the other
see
day.
you
Look, a
hurting.
bitch
They
sat on YouTube
cannot
for
hurt
4 hours.
you. And
That
that
nigga.
shit kills them. Oh
Let me
my
tell you.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna tell
Right.
you this, and I'm gonna
Hey
keep it
Tony.
real with you, hoes. Don't give this girl none of your energy or attention, because
Mm-mm.
this is why
What's
I
up,
came to tell
y'all?
you this. Because this girl has never had 500 views on her live, single live, ever before. So if
Right.
it took her to bring up your name as a topic in order to get 500 views yesterday, fuck that bitch. Stay over here with your lonely ass 186 bitch, but you won't get 500 off of me.
Hmm.
Facts. You right too.
That's what
Let
I'm
that
Tony.
shit die
Huh?
down
he
intentionally.
is
Hello?
picky. Go
Hello?
Yeah.
ahead, Tony. How you
Hey
doing?
Tony.
How
Hey.
y'all doing?
What's
Y'all
up?
Hello.
What's
sound,
up?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all sound good.
Okay.
Real
Well,
shit.
thank you, Tony.
Yeah, it's some
Uh,
bad shorties up in this crew.
I'm from Baltimore.
Oh, you
Okay.
from Bmore? I used to live in Bmore for a little. I used to live in Dundalk County though, but that's
I ain't
still
gonna
considered
lie,
Baltimore.
I wanted to get on here. I could tell y'all cool, y'all hood.
Yeah.
Just a
We
little
good.
bit.
Why you
Say for
say
good
Real
so?
shit.
Well, Tony. Well, Tony.
We classy ratchet. Is that what
Actually,
you
you
Mm,
saying?
know, I I
I had,
I went to
I
college.
followed, I
You know,
followed
and
all of y'all.
I have three college graduates. You know, I went to college. But let me tell you something, Tony. I got a fucking Glock 22. I got
She funny as shit.
Got
I
the beam because I can't see that well.
got 380. And my first gun that I shot was 357 because my daddy wanted a boy. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm. I
Don't
hear
say,
that.
Ooh, Josie,
but you
that's
know
funny
what I
because
would
look,
do,
I chipped
Tony?
my first tooth with a 357. Look,
Okay.
How
I
Uh,
chipped my first tooth with a 357.
that kickback, that kickback.
That motherfucker, yeah,
Well,
That's funny as shit.
rocked my
Y'all,
shit.
now guns are my shit.
hey,
I'm
hey,
not gonna
that
Ooh,
one girl
yeah.
left? That one girl left.
hey,
Who? Smoke.
lie.
thank
That,
you,
She just wanted to she
To
was
warn.
thank you.
having a
Hey,
little she
hey,
was having a
hey,
few
hey,
issues. You know?
hey,
I would like an update on Malia though. What's up with Malia? Because I know that shit was for
hey,
show.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
They
Man.
putting on
hey, host.
pictures.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, host.
Yes.
I like you, babe.
Why you like me, motherfucker? Don't
You
like
got a
me.
pretty ass
I
smile
ain't
too.
shit. See, that's the problem with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all be thinking a pretty face is that thing, so that motherfucker wreck your whole life.
Well,
Oh,
Oh,
see,
fuck a
hey,
pretty face.
well,
You gotta
guess
worry about
what?
what you
Up,
gotta worry
Cam
about
up,
the
so we
inside.
can see you.
Guess what though? I'm willing to take that chance, Tiny Brown.
Okay, Tony,
Say
Cam
love.
up so we can see what you look like.
yeah.
Uh,
My man is probably old enough to
Cam
be
up.
your daddy. We
Cam
cannot
she
up.
have a baby.
funny as shit, man.
Cam up.
I can't right now
Let
because
me
I'm
see.
doing something. I'm rolling something.
I
Okay.
thought you was gonna say something
Tony,
else.
whatever. You can put the blunt to the side.
You hear
Is
me?
you funny looking or what? Don't do that. Don't waste our time
Yo
here.
funny as shit.
Tony,
I'm gonna
funny
be
looking or what?
honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tony. I'm gonna be honest with you, and you gonna respect me for it, okay?
Yeah.
Uh huh.
If you ugly, it's okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
Right.
funny
You
as
don't
shit,
need you
man.
to
You
have
see my
No, look, cause I'm gonna tell you
no,
you
something.
don't
Look,
you
my
need you to
man.
didn't.
have a little bit of funds to match. You know what I'm saying? The way you look.
you
Right.
funny as
Look,
shit. My
my
profile
man
right
is
here.
53. He big, ugly. I call him my chunky bear, but he'll shoot some shit up for me.
Okay.
she funny
Feel
as
me?
shit,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, you got that
So
wop.
if you ugly, show us.
You
That's
see
Ah,
my picture right here.
it.
That
I
Now,
can't
happen when
see
you
it.
stay away from the sex
I
calls
can't
and
see
shit.
it
let
though.
me tell you. Let me tell
You
you.
got a mask on
And
and
you got a
everything.
mask on. Tony, you
My
funny
married
looking.
boyfriend. My married boyfriend loves me so much. Mm. He bought me a
Look,
gun and a ring.
Oh yeah, if you gonna
ooh,
pay for that damn paper,
2 rings.
ooh. Speaking of gun, I just got a brand new beam for my little baby. I can well, Bigo gonna cut us out. We gotta talk about this on Instagram.
Mm.
You, y'all not even ready for me.
Boy,
No.
bye. You
You ain't no,
why
hey
your
baby,
IG
I'ma
got a
try and
mask
tell you
on?
something, baby. I'm trying to tell you something. I ain't being
How old
smart.
are you? First of all, how
No,
old are you?
listen,
How old are
listen.
you?
I ain't being smart though,
Tony,
but
shut
like,
up. How old are you?
shut up,
Ah,
shut
Tony,
up.
not shut up. Could you hush, please?
You
How old are
you
you?
got me fucked up now.
All
Don't
right,
tell
well
me
then
shut up.
bye.
that's how
Bye. How
kids
old
feel
are
now.
you or not?
No,
You
but
That's
don't.
sensitive? Oh, you sensitive.
No,
Oh, bye.
no, I'm not. But
Well
no,
then
don't
how
tell
old
me
are
no
you?
shut up though.
I'm
I
just
don't
That's
think
asking
you
how
disrespect.
over
old
Don't
you
tell me
are.
25.
shut up.
She's
Tony,
She ain't
this is
mean to
what I
say that.
look like.
but I don't think you over 25.
Woo!
You said what?
I don't think you over 25.
Girl, bye. I'm 40.
He
My
is not.
birthday
He is
September the
not
20th.
40.
I was born 1980. My birthday
No
September the
fucking
20th.
way.
I was born 1980.
Cam up, Tony.
I want to see.
Are you 40?
Hey,
I
cam
don't
up.
gotta lie. I'm
Cam
a
up,
You ain't
Tony.
Virgo.
gotta
I ain't
show
gotta
grandma
Hey,
lie.
cam up,
background.
Tony.
Just
But
let
I
her see
gotta
your
lie
face.
for my age.
Hey,
The
Go
Kulu,
crazy.
cam up,
the
Tony.
Kulu.
Yo funny as shit.
Hey,
Tony, I'm
come up,
about to.
Tony.
I'm Tony.
Cam
I'm
up.
dropping you down.
Tony,
I'm
you
You
got to
dropping you
funny.
down
I
change.
don't
too, cause
gotta
I don't
do
even
all
know if you
that.
a op or not. I got a lot of ops, and I don't know
Okay,
if you a
talk.
op or
We
not.
gonna talk to you
So
later, okay, baby?
yeah,
I
you
guess
gonna
I
have
don't
to
know.
go. We ain't got time for that. Bye. That nigga like 20 years old with a
That's
mask
Yeah.
what
on. You know his hairline pushed back. How you 20? Boy,
He
bye.
1980. He 40,
yeah.
He 20 but
I'ma
looks
stick
60.
with my old ass man.
but he ain't no.
Cause my nigga be
Boy,
having
that nigga look
dinner
like an
done
old
by
ass man.
4.
His
The
daddy
Kulu,
probably 40.
the Kulu, did you fall asleep?
Now, I was doing some research. I was trying to, man, I
Okay,
was
we
doing some
I
research.
done told the
we
Kulu
was
all the
Dakulu,
way. And this
we
gonna
was
be the
Dakulu,
talking.
I
last
be
time I
learning a
tell
lot
you.
from you. I be
Leave
checking your stuff out
Sunbeam or
often.
whatever her damn name is alone because guess what? She don't know where that damn girl is at.
I don't even
That's
know
why
why people be
she
doing
probably
that.
in
I
Nature
don't know
Boy
why
Who?
Fly.
people do that. Do you notice that shit? Every time World or anybody go live, somebody in
Up
the
here
comments
cloud
come up
chasing?
with some
I should have been
random
kicked her out,
bullshit.
right?
With some random bullshit. Like
I
what
should
the
have been
fuck?
kicked her out.
Like what the fuck are you talking about?
That's why I be needing Miss Meat, because Miss Meat be sending me messages like, wait, bitch, this bitch ain't even right. Get her.
Hey,
Malia home.
Well,
Malia
first of all,
home.
like they already know we don't fuck with the other side like that. Come on. You
yeah.
know,
Right.
so to bring some information to the platform and then to say, yeah, well this guy said that he friends with the sisters and he know they got home, but there's no
Right.
video or photo evidence. And
It
when I
was
What's
the
the
go
third
through
party for me.
but
I went
notice
through
it's always off the wall shit.
Just be
yo,
fronting. Like
look,
even myself, like
Be
I
like
know that I personally had that conversation with Indy, but because I didn't have no receipts, I was hesitant alone
they be
to
coming
admit that.
they
So
be
it's like, how
coming
you gonna come up here, bitch? We don't even know you. You ain't got no goddamn. You ain't got no references or nothing.
they be
nothing.
Going.
coming in the comments
And
like, hey y'all, Nature Boy clipped his toenails. Who gives a fuck? What the
Right.
fuck are you talking about?
all the random shit. And it's like
Yes.
all these
Like,
Like
people.
we worried about a baby and you Malia home.
Because
Okay.
the mission is
Send us
lost.
the
Because
pictures.
the mission is all the way lost. We trying to save the people that's over. We trying to save the babies. You know, I'm trying to save Aya. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with
And the shit
oh
is
my
so
God,
fucked up.
Josie, you
Aya
and
might
your
be the
dog.
abuser though.
The
Aya
shit
What
might
is so
what
be
what
strategic
is
though.
the fucking family reunion gonna be like with me
I
and
have
I here together?
never seen an uprising of bullshit in my life. Like
you.
this whole scenario about everything is just fucking mind boggling.
I
Like
swear it's surreal.
everything. Like I swear 2021 must be the year that people reveal themselves because
Yeah.
this
Yep.
shit crazy. Like how
Yep.
all of this shit came out and you just the different stuff. Well, the investigation starts with Mama Wanda. Okay, just start the
My
fucking
thing is,
Investigation
investigation.
how did the
started when
investigation
they
start with
pulled
Mama
their ass
Wanda when
over
the
there and
baby was
had
there for
baby.
4 days?
It
The
Like,
baby
doesn't
just
matter
moved
where
from
it
a
starts.
sex
Just start
cult.
the. It don't
exactly.
matter where it starts. Just start the fucking investigation and take that baby to the hospital. The fuck?
right.
Right.
Hello,
It's a couple
mom.
people in the
Yo,
waiting list But one of them is an ID Beagle. Okay, I'm not gonna invite them.
I have
But
never, like, swear to
someone
God,
says they are cool with the Bean Team. Y'all know
True.
him?
swear
I'ma
to
ask him
Bring
right
him
now.
up. Bring him up. Let's see.
I've never seen him before though.
Oh
Who the
no.
hell? Hell no.
No.
He lying.
Who
You
the
ain't
hell
never
listening?
seen Kung Fu Panda.
I never seen.
He
Nah,
lying.
nah. Cause World had already reported on the panda eyes
We ain't
and
never
what that
seen
means.
Kung Fu
Y'all
Panda.
ain't even give him a chance to breathe.
Nah, he had the
At
panda eyes, and we
all.
already know what that
He
means.
wasn't from the
That's
At
that
country.
pedo
all.
shit.
You just saw he wasn't from the country. That's pretty
That's that
much
pedo
it.
shit.
Yeah, he
So,
Right.
lying. Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
but you know what's crazy and what blew my mind? So I went to go check out right this Malaya leaving to the airport, right? So I go through all the
yeah.
little channel holders. All they're posting is that video of Malaya and Nature Boy sitting in front of the yellow damn wall talking about leaving. That's their
Right.
evidence of her leaving. What the fuck? And when I go,
They believe everything he say. I'm starting to think they work for him.
they
I'm starting to
do.
think they literally admire him and they work for him.
They
I'm
do work for him to push the
Especially,
narrative.
I'm
especially kiss the fucking ass. That kiss the ass bitch. Like I'm really starting to believe that.
All of
Yeah,
them.
they
All of
definitely
them do.
work for him.
Okay, Jabella, what guy do you think was telling? Okay, you know what, Jabella? I'm
I think
sorry.
I think he sprinkled fairy dust on them and cast a spell on them because it's not even logical. The shit don't.
Perfect. Right?
Right. That's the thing that fucks me up. Like, what the fuck?
My thing is when you get on the internet, right, the internet is its world in itself, but then you got to go back into the real world. And some of this shit you say on the internet, you gonna have to co-sign. You gonna have to be accountable for the shit when somebody notice you. Like you think you ain't gonna get noticed? Like you think
Right.
nobody ever gonna see? Like it's kind of like a different world, but you still can be seen. You still can get touched.
Right.
And when you go on the internet, you gotta realize that even when you have beef with people, somebody might come for you just on the strength that they don't like your attitude.
Right.
That
Thank
ain't got
you.
shit to do with the
And that's the
people.
thing that I said to Master Funky. She like, oh, she lying. Bitch, if I was lying, you don't think the people that actually grew up with me would pop on here and be like, that bitch ain't from such and such, or that bitch don't know him. Like, bitch, what are you talking about?
I think
People
some
know us
people,
in real life. That's what you
yeah, I
gotta
think
remember.
people get so lost in this internet shit that they lose sight of reality because it's just crazy at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
how do you
agree.
feel comfortable in yourself? Like, I get it, you might be performing or whatever, but how do you feel comfortable in yourself saying some of the shit out your mouth and then you sleep at night?
Mhm. Yeah. You need to go to bed so you can get up for school in the morning. Is
All
that
right,
it?
guys. Well, I'm about to hop off and go to sleep and then wake up early. I'll see y'all guys
Yeah, me
tomorrow.
too. Cause my sugar mama is up
Hey,
at three
Travels,
thirty
good
in the
night.
morning.
Oh, wow.
You want to sleep with me, Tiny? Come on, I'm about to hang up the phone. You can sleep with me and my baby. She motherfucking about to be 10. She's still the baby.
Um,
Come
I'll
on,
call
Mo.
it a night. I got virtual school with this nigga in the morning. My baby.
Oh, virtual school, I can't stand it. Oh my god, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I'm about to lose
Good
it.
night,
I'm about to lose
everyone.
My son done called his whole class. I done walked in
it.
there with my damn ass out. I didn't even know he was on the fucking. I'm sick of the virtual school. I had enough. I
Mm.
had enough. They probably was like, why is Tiny's mom with a wine bottle? No, she had a glass of wine in her drawers at 8 in the morning. Like, mind your business.
My
Mhm.
post has special needs, so I ain't got no choice but to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all.
It's a little fucker
I've
in
had
this
a great night.
class.
Y'all, how
Hey,
many people
Auntie.
just can add themselves to my stuff? I didn't even click anything. How the fuck you get up here?
Uh-huh. I want.
Okay.
What the fuck is up with Bigo? I didn't put him up there. Okay.
All
But
right.
yes, I had a
Love
great night with you
y'all,
ladies.
and see you guys tomorrow because I know it's going to be some shit tomorrow.
Josie, I love me some you.
I love y'all too.
I
I
do. You
really
is
do.
too funny. The only thing we don't see eye to eye on is Aya, but that's okay. Cause
Woohoo!
you is bae.
Y'all are so wrong. That girl
And when
is
I come to the family cookout,
special.
I'm still gonna be nice to her. Okay?
Okay, you
I
know
think
what?
you
I
gonna see
appreciate that.
pretty. She can be
All
pretty
right.
and she can be pretty slow. That's possible.
Yeah,
Pretty
pretty
slow.
and
Now,
slow.
I
Well, you
know
know,
that.
God protects. What God protect? The
Baby, but
slow and what?
Fools and babes, babes and fools.
That's right, the fools and the baby. So Aya and Baby Ja is good. The mother niggas is done.
yeah,
They done.
that's a wrap. Hey, master.
They going to jail in hell.
Yep.
And
Okay, good
honestly,
night,
I feel
ladies.
bad for Zoka, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even want to talk too much about it, but that's sad.
I'm.
Yeah,
I mean, I just need
I'm
to see that this whole thing disbanded,
yeah.
and
Man,
I don't even be thinking about Sheba. I like,
Saber Tooth Sheba is evil, and that bitch need to be locked up with
she
them
don't. Does
niggas.
she even come on the camera? She don't even come on the camera.
She don't do shit, but Saber Tooth Sheba is
man,
evil, and I don't care what nobody say. I know it. I know evil when I see it.
But
oh,
And she was it.
she had to have some purity when she came there. She was a virgin. What happened?
Was she?
she's
That's
still.
Envy told me she didn't even bleed when he fucked her, but that's hearsay. So whatever.
wow.
He
Okay.
lie a lot. He lie a lot. So we can't go off of his word. But he did say that. But
Yeah. I
Oh,
brought
either way, virgin or no virgin, that ain't got shit to do with her soul. The bitch is evil.
that's true.
right, right.
Yeah,
That's
she's evil. But Zoka, I'm praying for the baby. Aya, girl, I know you ain't
mm,
got it all, so I give you a slight pass. But
yeah.
all them other
Velvet,
niggas,
I
I'm
just
gonna
Velvet,
want him to
jail.
go to the
take that back to the
correct
doctor.
mental facility.
Hmm?
Man.
I want
What you
I
say?
to go to the correct mental facility. You know what I'm saying? One where she
But
can talk in groups and
You
stuff.
know what be funny to me? Like Aya is the hype man of all hype mans. I always hear her in the background. Yeah, yeah, hi yourself. She always be in the background saying
Yeah,
something.
we had one of them
yeah, cause
at the place that I work at because I work with special needs adults, and we had one of them. I mean, and
always
she
a
is
tattletale.
awesome. She is my favorite.
The
Like,
hype man. She like,
hey, she get the
I
party
had a girl like
started.
that named Katrina at Secure Resources. She was cool, but she'll let you know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, yeah,
So
they tell
yeah.
everything, tell everything.
No, but I will say when I was on the phone with NB and he was like, "It's Zoka fault because Zoka never told us the baby was moving." Aya was the number one fucking cheerleader. She was the number one girl back in NB and making Zoka feel like shit.
you
Mm,
always hear her in the background.
She's evil.
You always hear in the background. Like
yeah, she
it was
don't know no better. Yeah, she evil. She
it
evil. That's
was
how
I mean,
it's trying to be.
even when he changes his accents and do the characters or whatever, she do the characters with
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, because that's what special needs people do. I work
But
with
think about it. If
every
Aya was
single
being
day.
guided by somebody with a pure soul, she probably would be one of the most beautiful people in the world. She's just a slow motherfucker that follows whoever is leading.
Yeah, because it's like one day he did a live and he was like, Baba G. She was like, Baba G. I'm like, what? She do the accents and the characters. I'm like, whoa.
Yep.
She's one
Look,
of
when
all
I
hype
told him,
men.
he was like, "You know I could ride a bike." I said, "Nature, but I never seen you ride a bike. I ain't even try to play you." I said, "We ain't even on live, so you know I ain't trying to play you because this is a private conversation." And here comes Aya. I seen you ride that bike in Palenque. Bitch, you a fucking lie. Shut
Remember
the
that
fuck
one
up.
time? Remember that one time you was on that bike? I know you was.
She said that. She said in Palenque.
Oh
I mean,
shit.
she was trying so hard. Velvet had her so scared. I said, Velvet, no shoe on. That's when I knew
Yeah.
she was special needs when she couldn't get that what's her name out, and then she was just like, he was like, why you acting like that? To he started hollering at Aya and stuff, and I was like, oh my
Hey,
god,
hey.
What
He was
blew
yelling at
me?
your daughter. I
What
know he
blew
was
me?
yelling at your daughter.
What
yeah,
blew
like
me was
she
when
wasn't
they
supposed to
said,
be up. I was just trying to figure her out, and then when she couldn't form that sentence, and I was like, maybe she just scared of Velvet, you know.
Mm-mm.
And Nature Boy is hollering at
She
her and
was
stuff.
intimidated by Velvet because she is a
Yeah,
different
she's
her
scared of
when
him.
Velvet
When
is not
Velvet come
around.
around, they shut the fuck up.
What
But when
blew
she
me?
leave, they be talking again.
What blew me
Yep.
was when somebody said they put them in a closet, and every time they put Aya in a closet, she just be dancing.
Yeah.
No, I have heard say nobody enjoyed the closet like Tron and Aya.
She be in the
Tron and
closet dancing and
he
blowing
said
bubbles.
that. It's not a punishment when it comes to Tron and Aya.
She be
The
in the
closet
closet
is not a
like she be in
punishment.
the closet like wee.
No, remember they left her in the tent. And she thought Baby Boy was gonna come and have sex with her, and he left her in that tent. I was like, Baby Boy, no, he know that girl that way for him.
Baba,
I don't remember
Baba,
that.
Yeah, remember they was like when she thought that he was gonna come and have sex with her in the tent and
Oh
say
my
he was
god.
her like that. And honey, she waited all night, and he had went up to Velvet. He
he
had
a
Velvet.
soldier.
They was in the
He a
room,
soldier.
sleep in the bed, and he had left her out there in the tent. I said, that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. He know
They
he.
be so happy when Velvet leave. Bro,
And
that shit crazy.
Hey, hey, did y'all see that one time when he was like, "You don't like Velvet, do you?" She was like, nah, I kind of don't
No.
like. I want you to leave." I was like,
that's
damn.
the one. That's the one. That's the one where he was. That's
Yeah.
the one where she couldn't get the sentence out,
He's
and Velvet was like, he was like, so how you gonna be up in this girl house and don't
I
like
thought she, hey,
her?
Yep. They try to flip it and
I,
make her feel
And
bad and
man,
all
she
that.
was
I
trying
They
thought,
to
flip
get
this
that
wicked
damn
bad upon
sentence
that
out.
girl.
I thought she was gonna clean it up. She was like,
Yep.
no, I don't like you. I want you to leave. I was like,
Yep.
damn.
Now,
Like
if she was provided the space to be honest, you would have heard a lot more. But
Rod
no.
knew better. Rod knew better. Rod said, I love Chiefs. You know, he was like, I want Jesus to receive my what's the name. See, God knew better. I was like,
You can leave.
um, I kind of,
I
it,
was like, you can
like,
leave.
and she was like, it's kind of like, um, I be, and I wanted to say, Kate, bitch, like, but
I was like, you
What's
can
the Indian boy name? Or the Middle Eastern boy name?
loyal.
Loyal and Aya was so happy that Velvet was leaving. Boy, they was so happy.
When she
oh,
showed back up, I swear, they wanted, I
They
mean,
was mad as hell.
have they could have literally cried. Rob was the only one that really like expressed herself, and she got tortured for that shit.
Right. And when I seen that live tonight when MB was like yelling at Malia, like, see, they gonna blame me for this. Why are you talking like that? Such and such. Nigga, that's the way she been talking ever since we met her. So how are you yelling at her for the way that she's speaking when we've never seen her speak any way differently? Like, what is wrong with him?
See
You're
what was
blaming
wrong
her for making you
with
look bad. You're the reason why you look bad, dummy.
hmm
you gotta go to sleep. Turn that light off.
like Malia had Malia had problems with her place. Like she couldn't resist saying that. Well, if Velvet ain't doing what she's supposed to be doing, then I don't think she should be teaching. And what the fuck she said that for? It went downhill from there. Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
her ass was in the, he was on the beach and the sand got about to get drowned. She
Yeah, because Malika thing. I mean,
was saying
Malia thing is
some shit
always
like that.
her debilitations. It's my negative thinking and my demons. My demons, debilitations, and my negative thinking.
Yeah,
Bitch.
when she came back, that's when she came back. When she got froggy, before she went to that beach, when she came back, had a loose teeth, black eyes, and
Right.
all that shit, was woe out and tired, and had
Like,
a
bitch.
flash because the bitch was gonna drown her in the ocean. Man, listen, she
Wait,
gave.
how about when he almost drowned
I
baby
love my
Ellie?
Jesus. I love my Jesus, and I
You
wanna.
talking about Hawaii?
Do y'all remember when he almost drowned baby Ellie?
Oh, Velvet was pissed that day.
She was mad. That bitch was
She wasn't
walking
mad
off into the wild.
but she wasn't mad about the drowning. He was mad because he was out there having fun with his wives, and
Right.
he was like, "This nigga here."
And that's why I don't have no respect for her, because you try to make it like, oh, I woke up while he was fucking I with my baby in his hand. I joined in because I'm brainwashed. But bitch, you ain't
So she said,
brainwashed when you
"Going
fighting
in
him over
right
them
with the
other
pipe."
bitches.
Nigga,
You not
I
brainwashed when you fighting over polygamy. You not brainwashed when you fighting because he's so called cheating. So how the fuck you brainwashed when it come to protecting your baby?
ex
Bitch,
blackly,
God. What?
ex blackly.
Just dirty. And then Selena, how the fuck your granddaughter is totally normal for her to masturbate? All my kids did it and it was fine. But everybody I've
Wait
ever
a minute.
talked to told me not only have they never seen their child do it, but they ain't never
Nah,
heard of it.
I
she didn't
gotta
tell Miss
I don't know
What's her
anybody's
name
ever
that.
heard of a child
wait a
masturbating.
She
minute.
didn't
I
tell
gotta
Miss
go back
What's
to
her
that
name that.
live. Wait a minute. I got.
Called Mama Wanda. When she called Mama Wanda, she said, "Have you noticed that she was doing this or whatever?" She cleaned that up at the velvet call to check that ass. She probably said, "Oh, bitch, you want to play? You want to play? Bitch, you want to play? Let me
Wait a
tell
minute.
you."
So she really did say all of her kids masturbating.
She said, babe, I told her baby Ellie was masturbating and it's perfectly normal for a 2-year old to masturbate because my other children did it and I took them to the doctor and the doctor said it was fine. That's what she said.
That's
That's what
crazy.
she said
A
to who?
2-year-old girl.
She said that to who?
Mama Wanda on the live on World News panel on YouTube. Y'all look that shit up. She said it
After
out of her mouth. This is
after
not
trying to
hearsay.
clean it up. After trying to clean it up. But she
After
My
just
saying,
said
Mama Wanda,
admission
you
to a lie.
lying. She said, Mama Wanda, you lying. I never told you I thought she was molested. All I told you was she was doing sexual stuff.
So that's the thing. That's the thing. So somebody that's the
Huh?
thing. So somebody brings allegations to you and you clarify it by saying she does this, but then you deny it.
Mm.
And this
Because
is
why
the
would you
thing.
say
She was
that?
actually
Why would you
talking to Mama Wanda,
why
right?
would you say
Mama
that?
Wanda
Have that
was
woman in the
bringing
back.
shit up. And she never said to Mama Wanda, she never said, Mama Wanda, you are a liar
But
or
this is
you
my
are
thing.
lying.
But
She
this is
never
my
ever said that. But after the fact, now she's like, oh, Mama Wanda lied about A, B, C, and D.
but this is
But
the
when you were
thing.
talking to her face to face, you didn't say,
Mm.
oh, you lying. If somebody lie on you while you're conversing, you're going to stop them in their tracks and say, wait a minute, bitch, that's a lie.
But
Before
this
we
is
go
my thing.
further, that's a lie. Right
This
or
is my
wrong?
thing. If you are bringing allegations to me and it's perfectly normal to do this, why would I say that?
Mm.
Why would I say that? That's
Right.
only confirming what you believe.
Right. And if the baby got help, why would you say, I told Velvet to go get her and the baby some help? If the baby was already helped, why would you say that?
It's yeah, that's crazy.
Come
Yeah,
on now.
it's
Like
perfectly
I'm trying to
normal
I have
after.
sons and my brother. Your grandchild
So
just left
That's
a sex
right, the
call.
one.
Nobody was
somebody said
Bringing
disrespecting
allegations
your
up to
household.
Mama
somebody
Wanda.
saying she
From
brought the allegations up to her.
That's
I
right.
thought Mama
That's
Wanda brought them up
she
to
did.
she
She
asked
asked
Mama
Wanda,
Wanda,
and
did
Wanda
she know
noticed
this bitch?
anything. And Wanda said no. And that's when she shared about the baby masturbating, blah, blah,
But
blah.
then
It
when
didn't
she
come
got
until baby
there
Ellie
was
took
a
a
different
poop. When baby Ellie took a poop, mind you, it was already alarming to Mama Wanda when she was like wary about getting her paper changed. But it wasn't until baby Ellie took a poop that she was like, oh shit, Selena is right. There is something going on.
Oh
So
wow.
you're right. It was brought up by Selena. Baby Ellie
Wow.
didn't take a poop to the third day she was there. She was only there for 4 days.
That
She
makes
don't
it
have a she don't have a stable diet, so it's not far
so
fetched to think that she would go a couple days without a bowel movement.
my thing is even if they did an investigation, which we know the obvious place where it would be, but do y'all
And
think
they
it's
did.
so far gone that they won't even be able to find who did it?
No, actually, no. She just moved
it's
from a sex cult.
real
She moved from a sex cult. Velvet knows a lot more. The reason why Velvet ain't speaking out is because of exactly what Nature Boy said. If I go down, bitch, you going down.
So that's what I'm
That's why
saying.
Velvet ain't speak completely out.
So
Because
you know
write something memoir. Bitch, bye.
so you
Velvet
know
is not
that
the victim that everybody thinks she is.
no
Velvet
no
was a
I
terror
don't
before she
Not
even
a big
met
I can
Nature Boy.
gentleman.
So
I
no,
can't.
You're a narcissist too.
you know it came out that she has been taking this baby from place to place now. So now it's
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's so many places.
She
Mhm.
So
left her baby with Mama Wanda for 4 days with no pampers, no clothes. There was no discussion that the baby was going to stay there before she arrived. So you already know what kind of mom she is.
Mhm.
Trash, unfit.
so that's
Yeah.
my thing too. It's just so many things about this shit that's so crazy to me because that you obviously the perception is distorted, but at the same time, I get it. She didn't want it being brought to the internet. Now it's brought to the internet, and it seems like they not even ashamed of it.
Mm.
Right. It's more so they're trying to run it. I'm not to blame. It ain't come to my house. I'm
I
not to
would,
blame. It ain't my fault. And that's crazy to me because like even Velvet, you just left from a sex cult. The first thing she should have done when she landed was ran to get her baby checked. Told them people at CPS, look, we just left the sex cult. I'm mentally fucked up. I don't know what's going on with my baby. Please help us. They would have helped her. Now, bitch, you looking like a suspect because instead of getting your baby help
and
when you know she was fucked with, you running,
First of
hiding,
all,
this
like
is
she
my
your
thing.
is
mother
a
helping you
suspect
hide.
because she got beat in front of that baby in the circle. So they threw her ass around, and Nature Boy threw that ass around in the circle for, while
This
the
is
baby
why.
watched. Then
And
you
remember
had
this, he didn't
somebody
stop
else
beating her until she
watching, you
healed
had somebody
boundaries.
else holding your baby while getting fucked. And then instead of you
And you joined in.
stealing off on special needs and your damn baby daddy, you're you joined in.
And the reason why I say is no shame
Where
because
is the cops when you need them?
the reason why I say it's
They
no
don't care
shame,
about our black babies,
the reason why I
brothers,
say it's no
sisters.
shame because she'll come back on live tomorrow and people could be all in her comments asking about her baby, and it's nothing.
Exactly.
Like the
That's
day the news broke, she came on here arguing about how she's not a hoe, even though Nature Boy was trying to make her look like one. Like, really, bitch? Go get your baby some help. You
that's
worried about trying to convince us that you're not the hoe that Nature Boy is saying you are? Girl, fuck you. Go get your baby some help.
that's crazy. Because my
Mm.
thing is, I would definitely be off the internet. I would definitely be off the internet if nothing else. But
Right.
that's
And
not
I'm
going.
not saying that they can't be upset with Mama Wanda about the way that she did things. You can be upset about
No,
the
I'm
way that it was
saying
done, but
I'm
you
saying
cannot ignore the reason why. You cannot ignore your baby.
I'm
That
saying
you cannot
after
do.
I'm saying after all of this has come out, I would not be on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Me either.
Girl,
I
what
would
the
not be on
fuck?
the internet because
I
I
wouldn't have made that damn statement that I fucked in front of my baby and somebody was in there fucking in front of my baby.
it's like
I
we
And
did.
not joined
personally,
in. And you got the
mm-mm.
nerve to tell us you joined in because you got the nerve to tell us you joined in because you was scared.
That's
Bitch,
shameful.
how did you fight him over
I
fucking
didn't wanna fight with him. I didn't wanna fight with him, so I just said, okay, I'ma join in. Like, bitch, where's
right?
your lawyer at? You
Right.
make
Like
sure you
they
But we
is
watched her fight him over polygamy. We watched him fight over so-called cheating. We watched her fight him over jealousy, but you can't fight him over your fucking baby's respect.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think when she got them 2x4s in that circle and got beat the clothes beat off of her, I think she thought about, well, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Well, bitch, you should have called the cops.
Hey SK. Hey SK.
Hello.
Like how y'all doing?
All
Pretty
right.
good. How are you?
I've been listening to y'all, and this is more or less my aspect of it, or the way I think about it is all bullshit. You dig?
What?
What's bullshit exactly? You from the NO? Kinda.
I, I'm from Mississippi, but I live in New Orleans.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay. No, I can hear. I got a lot of family in New Orleans, so that's why I asked because I kind of hear it. But okay.
Okay, what's
So
the
what you
book?
think is bullshit?
At the
We're
same,
respectful here. We welcome all opinions. So
Yes.
be comfortable.
but see, what I'm saying is that like I brought this shit up at work because I was with a whole lot of white people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, and I watch a whole lot of football and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just when
Have you been drinking?
this big
Yes.
goddamn black girl on some domestic violence shit and some more shit, pretty ass black queen. You dig?
Wait, what?
What story you talking about?
Am I drunk or is he drunk? Wait a
He
minute.
drunk, and I think he drunk. I think he, joined the room.
Mate,
What I'm saying is that this, like I'm referring to one thing, but I'm gonna double back to exactly what y'all were talking about.
what was he talking about?
Yeah, like what's going on, bro? Because I'm finna cut you off because I'm getting
She
stressed
got to
out.
go to virtual school in the morning. I know.
Okay, so wait,
This
what is going on?
white
And you,
dude.
you too sweet.